speaking truth, seeking heart, reaching knowledge, leaking seeds, sowing harvest, reaping man of me to me. I have yet to leave, I'm still breathing. To quit, I have no reason. I mean, I'm asleep, but I be trying to live my dream. I cannot even act if it's all easy. Either you gon' do it or you don't. Really, it ain't no in between. Baby, you can ask the sun. It's an everyday theme. Consistency in your routine is how you bring reality. Working like a slave is how I made this masterpiece. Living like a god, I lay at night, I rest in peace. They remember me, but I am not Haram or beef.
Peace.
You looking all dignitary, Malik. Looking all dignitary.
It's a story behind these things.
You got the black sheet mag on. I got the black one on too.
Yes, sir. Represent. I hope everybody's doing well on this wonderful day. We already had our more power workout for the morning to get your body and your.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that in the background? Let me cut my volume down, my mic off. Can you hear a lot in the background, Noble?
Yes.
Huh? I said, do I need to mute my mic?
Yeah, we take a fella pastor.
You go right to today. That's crazy these days, life, but can everybody hear? To make sure my connection all good. To make sure it's clear. So we're just gonna have a conversation. This be really straight up. I'll tell you about some things myself. When I started More Power workout, it was my actually helped support me in doing so. I didn't know that I was going to come into this area of what I was doing. It just kind of really happened naturally. It wasn't forced with me at all. It was something that was already in me, and my brother Sheik Goodman Bay helped, and with the tribe helped actually bring it out of me. And therefore, I really enjoy life with fitness and health is wealth. So, all of that kind of coincides with one another. So I'm just having another conversation. This is not even scripted, just to let you guys know. So if it might be a little all over the place, please forgive me. It's just a regular conversation. So I'm just going to share like how that kind of manifested, and then go into maybe per se like, different parts of my life and aspects of where that people may look at me and be like, oh, he all got it together. No, I struggle with some things too. I still have to stay consistent. I still got to stay the course as life happens, because life is going to happen. It's what are you going to do? Right. So with the More Power workout, like I said, she brought that out of me by providing a platform for us. I wasn't really a person that's on social media posting what I do and all of those things. I came up with the 3 C's: commitment, communication, and consistency. It wasn't something that I sat down and write about. It actually just came to me one day we was working out, and that's how that manifested. And I stayed with it because it resonated with my spirit, and it also made a lot of sense. So let me break that down. You got to be committed to whatever you're doing, because that's the first thing. The next thing is like you have to communicate that constantly, over and over and over and over and over. And you got to be committed to those other 2, right? You will stay the course and you will see results over time. And that's what's happened in mine. I'll show you guys I call it my fat picture. And I'm not ashamed to show it, because that's where I came from, and this is where I'm at now. So we all come from a particular place, but that don't mean we have to stay there. So with those 3 C's, I really stuck with those. And I also seen some of my brothers on here too, who have stayed the course with the 3 C's. Also practicing, more science, reading the Quran, reading the Bible, things of that nature, reading other reference books that she has pointed out to us to help add to our understanding. It's actually really helped me along the way, to be more at peace, to talk to people out of love, which is our first principle, our 5 principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I really work on keeping it there. I would like to hear from my other brothers of how your transition or your transpire to being a better version of yourself. Islam, I, self, law, and master, right? Another 5 points, has helped you in your life, because I could say it's helped me communicate with people instead of almost like, I want to say, shoving stuff down people's throat. Like, you kind of spoon feed people. You can't just give them the whole bowl and say, here, eat all of this. That's how I was. I'm not even gonna front. That's how I was when I, come to the science, because I thought it really could help everybody. 'Cause it can. It's just, are you willing? So with that, I don't know who wants to speak on their journey or embark. Give us a little, tinsel of what being here at the BBT has done. How you come into where you're at within the BBT and within yourself. Like, I think within yourself is probably the main question that I want to dive into. Don't necessarily have to do with the BBT, but within yourself. Like, does anybody want to go and give us a tinsel of, how this journey, how this journey has affected you in positive ways? Anybody want to tap in? Can everybody hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody available to talk, have a conversation, tap in? Well, I'll go a little more on myself. Um, like, people look at my life and think, like I said, I have it all together. No, I still struggle. So I'll touch on my glasses. It's been 2 years in the making to even get these on my face. I had tipped in Hawaii 2 years ago, and I was gonna go out there. I noticed my vision was seeing far away, and it took me 2 years to get to this process. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Last week, maybe I think 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, hit or miss. I was out and about, and I was like, I'm gonna go, get see about getting some glasses. Now, I wasn't determined I was going to go get them, so I walk in to the glass place, and the guy talking to me, and he says, "Hold on." He said, "What do you need?" I was like, "I'm see about getting some glasses." He's like, "Do you have an appointment?" I was like, "No, I don't have an appointment." And he said, "Well, they give them, check with the lady inside, and maybe she can get you in." So I went over there, checked with the lady. She asked for my insurance, all my information. Lo and behold, it took like 20 minutes. I got in there, set in the machine. It was pretty neat. The technology is pretty dope. So set in there, got the meeting, and then sat with the doctor on this screen, which I thought it was pretty cool. The doctor can meet with a lot of people without having to meet people in person or leave their home, which is cool because of COVID. You know how that stuff goes. Did it, came back out. The brother who initially greeted me when I walked in, he ended up helping me. He actually educated me through the process and wanted me to feel comfortable as possible. Told me to go pick out some frames, and then went over my insurance information with me again and said, how much it's going to cost. Sat there, had a real good conversation, in depth, just about getting to know one another. And I thought that was really personable about his customer service skills. So then I left. Like I said, I had no intention of walking out of there with glasses when I went over there. I just wanted to get my eyes checked, see what was on. Lo and behold, come to find out that my eyes are sensitive to light, which it affects my vision seeing far away. So that means I'm nearsighted, can't see far. So everything close is good. But these glasses take some getting used to because it's something new. And new things in life, the reason I'm telling this part of my life is that new things take getting used to, right? because the old things fall away. So new things take getting used to. So I don't wear these all the time because I don't need to see super far all the time. But when I do, I need to have them on. I need to have them on deck. So like driving at night, I really need to put these on driving at nighttime. But today I just wanted to put them on because this is part of what I wanted to talk about is basically new things coming in and getting used to the new things in life. Um, I'm in a situation that I didn't never think I would be in, but it's part of my life. It takes getting used to so I can get to the next stage in my life. I'm okay with it. At first, I was kind of uncomfortable with it, but things have transpired and presented themselves, and opportunities have presented themselves to me on a pretty high level, they're kind of coming at me a little quicker than what I would thought. So I have a lot of gratitude for that, and I'm at peace with that. And my conversations with people are more out of peace, actually out of love and out of peace. So I want to hear from other people's about their new growth and how it has embarked on your life. If anybody wants to tap in and give us a tinsel of what they've been through. Is anybody able to talk or
Peace, Malik.
peace, peace. Could you hear me?
I didn't have too much, man. I just wanted to jump on here and give y'all gratitude, man. I know today, we wanted to do a little heart to heart, but I just wanted to jump on here, man, and give y'all gratitude, man, and give this brotherhood gratitude, and we a good example of men coming together, trusting each other, man. So I really believe the next generation needs to see us, and a lot of men that may believe or use different words to explain the Holy Spirit. To just be a good example for them to see us, man, and coming together from all different parts of life, man, and being who we are and wearing our national headdress, our turbans, our shemags, our fezzes, and not being afraid to, just share it with people. So it's an honor to be, not only y'all brother, y'all minister, man, but part of this family, man. So I have nothing but gratitude, man, and honor for what we're doing.
Gratitude? Is my volume good? Can you hear my volume, or is that good?
Yep, I can hear you. I can hear you. No,
All right.
yeah, yeah. Our Saturday class. Yeah, we had like book reading on Friday, and then we have like
So, Moso or Noah, Brian, are you guys able to, touch on a topic of growth and letting things fall away that are old and coming into the new and getting used to the new things and learning the new things and that have presented themselves in your life? Because I know for Moso, you really got into your tea business and it's really starting to take off. That I see you also got into some stretch therapy, some stretch therapy that you've been doing. I don't know the correct term for it, so forgive me because I know it has a term. I just don't know what it is at the moment. Um, is anybody else able to talk? I want to hear from our brothers.
Peace, Nova. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah. I can say, like you said, I mean, being part of the brotherhood and sisterhood, and just like you said, working on your weaknesses. That's one thing I can say. I mean, don't not being afraid to work on your weaknesses is something that this group will, help you confront. We can always be good at certain things and be comfortable in certain positions and employment or skills or physical challenges, and it's just having a support group is key that we have here. Like you said, the commitment to fitness, commitment to studying, commitment to growth in all the different fields of what we all do. And, just the inspiration, just being a part of a group with different brothers for different ages, different family structures, different backgrounds. I mean, we all definitely learn from each other, and have created something unique that, you don't have to join a fraternity to be a part of. You don't have to be, even though we are very similar to a fraternity and sorority, we still let you be yourself and still develop yourself and not, try to become someone else or duplicate someone else, but be the best person you can be. Like you always say, like with the fitness, we're only in competition with our former self, not competition with other people. And I mean, that's one thing I could say I've definitely just learned to slow down and just evaluate, my former self, my former years, former struggles, and just check off certain things off the box of achievements in life, with my business and just growing with my tea business and seeing how that's been going and, just getting certified in different things to have skills. Like we always say, with multiple streams of income, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and then you get hurt at work or something happens and then you're scrambling to find the next thing. So, I mean, I definitely am appreciative of, what we've all been building these last, 4 to 5 years. And it's definitely just helped me be a better man and, become a upstanding citizen and learning how to love that, thyself first, but, you got to love yourself first and, you can't like y'all like that analogy I think you said a while ago about when you're on the airline at the airport and the plane's going down, they say put that air
Mm-hmm.
on your face first, don't try to save someone else because then y'all both ain't gonna make it. So it's like you were saying, just learning how to work on the self, man, and every day just being accountable for the time we put into our studies, the time we put into our fitness, time we put into business endeavors. I mean, it all pays off when you stay committed, as you were saying with the 3 C's.
Man, I just want to commend you, man. Most definitely. Because I know besides Sheik, because he's a great teacher, most definitely, and mapping a guy. So we want to give high honors to him, because that example has put us into a position to see that he can do it, I can do it, we can do it, right? Um, I've seen you progress into the teaching, the reading, and like, but you and Barclay, I can listen to y'all like, oh, okay, oh, I'm ready to learn. Sheik was already been there. That's why I'm here. So I don't need to keep mentioning Sheik because Sheik, he got us here by grabbing my attention, right? And
Right.
I met Sheik online, but what he was given was something I was looking for, right? Because biblically it says, if you seek, you shall find. So I was seeking because I know there's some information out there that somebody can help me with, right? Just like we all actually help each other, right? So he was one of the pieces. And then through him, I met you, I met Brian, I met Alonzo, I met Empress, Isis, LaShawn, his parents, right? All through this connectivity. And we didn't just only meet online, we actually meet in person at least once a year, right?
Right.
So I've been at Sheik's house, you know what I mean? You came out and worked out with me when I was out there in Baltimore working. So, I mean, this is what this has created. And we all still stay in contact. There's people who live in my city that I talk to y'all more than I talk to them. That's not I'm not saying it as an issue, but what I'm saying is that we communicate a lot more than people who I live with in my own city, right? That I've been knowing for 20, 30 years. So this is a blessed situation, most definitely, and I'm grateful for this most definitely that the BBT for sure. I've learned a lot more in the last, I'm gonna say, 10 years, and then it really took off within the last 5 being here at the BBT because she helped connect a lot of dots, or I'm gonna say puzzle pieces that I was missing to the puzzle to get my Picasso. You get what I'm saying? And the Picasso was
Right.
not for
Right.
somebody. Picasso was for me. You know what I mean? It wasn't for somebody else. It was for me, my Picasso. That's why I said I'm looking for my Picasso to paint in this analogy that I'm talking about, to build up myself. So most definitely, man. And it, like when you came and working out, like that meant a lot. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
have to see my brother every day. We got to talk frequently. You know what I mean? Um, I'm just speaking on me. I don't have to see you every day, but when we talk like we ain't never missed a beat. Like when you came and worked out with me, it's like I seen you yesterday. You know what I
Right.
mean? I like those type of connectivities to where we don't miss a beat when we link up, and it's always about love. You know what I mean? And a brotherhood, sisterhood. Even when I see Isis, even when I see Empress LaShawn, even when I see Mama Goodman and Mr. Goodman Bay, like it's like we never missed a beat. I cannot see them in a whole year, but when we link up, it's like bam. When we see each other, it's all love. Um, and one thing that I also appreciate is that Lamarck, he came in and started doing the book reading as well. I think both of you guys are really really great at articulating um, um, your perspective of what you're reading and how you're portraying it. It had dawned on me years ago. I had picked up my nephew from my nephew from school, and I picked up the Bible. I said, read it. No, it was a book he was reading. And I said, read it to me. And we on a drive. Man, my nephew was reading it. And I was like, God, I could just listen to you read. It was the Bible. Yeah. I said, do you know what that means? So we was going over it. Then I had a niece I had picked up from school on the other side of town. We were driving back and she was reading to me now. She was a profound reader. And when she was reading, she was like changing characters. Like you could tell it was a different person that was talking, and she knew when to switch the tone on and off for the character in the book that she was reading off of. I thought that's unique. That's very unique that somebody can, when they read, they know when the character is switching, and she switched her tone, so you knew that it was somebody else talking. It was so dope. So when you guys read, I'm really listening. I'm in tune, and it helps that you guys have that type of vibration when you're when you're reading, um, when you're doing your book reading. So I'm just saying high honors and gratitude for you guys for stepping into that space to actually give the community and the people, the lessons through your vibrations. So gratitude for that, man, and that growth. Um, I think you are educated. We're all educators in different aspects in life. I'm more of a verbal hands-on, right? That's me. I'm a verbal hands-on. I like to talk. I like to meet with people. I like to feel their energy, see their facial expressions. That's me. That's what I like. This right here is cool, right? But for me, I like to be to where I can feel your energy, um, see your facial expressions when we talk. What's that mean? I like to get involved. So that's why I like coaching, because I'm a basketball coach, alongside from my regular 9 to 5 and working out with the BBT. So this for this platform, I'm highly grateful for it, and thankful that you had this platform to help us grow into this space of teaching and whatever dynamic of teaching that we're doing, if that makes sense. So high honor, sheet gratitude.
Gratitude for y'all, brothers, man. And I'm glad we're having this today. I won't call it testimony. I just call it talking to each other. Like me and Malik was talking the other day, and we just call each other, man. And that's what I want us to continue to do. It don't even have to be about the science per se. It just have to be about us checking in and loving on each other and showing brothers that this is what this science is about. Like people take this science so much out of context, to be like, oh, they got to do this to file that. And when they realize our science is not even about that, it's about, like Malik was saying, once you perfect yourself and once you know who you are, you welcome in all houses and you become a pleasure to be around instead of distancing yourself. And I think that's what a lot of Moors, when they come around us and they see us as a group, we're a pleasure to be around. Like I eulogize my uncle today in the Christian church, turban on, everything. I know how to adapt because I'm a God man, and that's what I want to show people as a leader, as a mapping of God, that you don't have to separate yourself from your family and from using certain names. We have an understanding here at the BBT. We're under the triple rose, so we can go anywhere. You know what I mean? And be who we are, and be muftis, and be Moors, and understand the scriptures. So that's what our Moorish Quran is consisted of. So I just give honor, man, for being around y'all, man, and and y'all pouring into me, and I'm pouring into y'all. Like it's just an honor, man. Like I said, I know I say it a lot, but when man honor man, he honors Allah. So even it was a sad day today, but I'm up there, I'm smiling. I'm like, man, nobody be sad. We all got a time and a place. But while we in the flesh, if we live every day, man, and have joy, man, that's like I have nothing but joy, man. That's why I've been thinking about Lamarck all day today. I know he's probably busy, but me and Malik was talking about Lamarck, and Lamarck is going to be good. It's a test, and as long as we stay honored up and stay prayed up and cover our brothers, man, this is what this is about, man. People need to see us doing this, man, and we ain't even touched the surface yet. That's what I got to say, man. It's a lot that's gonna happen for the BBT, man. So it's just an honor, man, once again, for being y'all brother and actually seeing Moso and Lamar, Alonzo and Brian, have y'all brothers stepping up and leading and teaching how Noble Alonzo go over that Moorish Quran. Our brother Lamarck and brother Maso do this book reading, and no matter if they got something to do, they say, I'm a pre-recorded. That's dedication, man. When a brother take the time of this day and pre-record something to be like, hey, man, no, don't worry about this. I'm a pre-record this teaching. That's where I said, when I was like, Malik, I gotta call Malik out, because Malik he talk a lot of times in third person. He don't be talking about himself. He be like, shit, but what about this? What about this? I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right. Everybody time in the place is for their time in the place. And we got to allow our brothers and sisters to get there. And the time we've been here, man, it's amazing, man. Like I said, steel sharp as iron, iron sharp as iron, however you want to say it. And we all are leaders here at the BBT, man. So as we keep going and brothers keep getting comfortable and speaking and delivering, taking the BBT way further than where we at right now, man. So that's all I want to do, is just keep giving y'all honor, man. And that's all I got, man. I keep saying honor and gratitude all day, man, but there's not enough words that I can say, man, to thank y'all brothers. Even Dre Sean being our young noble, coming in with his family and trusting us, man. Like out of all the ups and downs we doing, the right ones stay here, and so it's an honor for Dre Sean to be here, and as he's leading his family, man, and you got all examples. Like I tell all of us, don't hesitate to reach out to us, man. Don't hesitate to call me. I'm your brother. Y'all can call me anytime. Malik, I ain't never busy. And if I am busy, hey, man, hold on, let me step outside. Or if I don't answer, hey, I'll call right back. This is my mission, man. So don't nobody never think I'm not available, because I'm always available. Like, I don't care where I'm at. You see, I'm at my uncle and you was at the repast. I'm always available, because this part of my life, period. So gratitude, y'all.
Hey, you say that, and I thought that like earlier when you had sent the text, it was like, don't forget to send a link to me. So what you just said, I was thinking when you hit the text, I was like, yeah, this is right here. I already know. Because you was like, send me the link too. I'm gonna be here. We done with the so yeah, I'm gonna be on here. So I honor the gratitude. That's immediately what came to my thought process. I see a little bit more of like my story, because the things all been a process in my life, and they've been stepping stones to get me to where I am.
Jaquan don't be playing.
Have been history. My history teachers, they were part of my process, and I didn't even know at that time. Like, I had a history teacher who was super passionate about history when I was in high school. He was actually the basketball coach, the JV basketball coach, and I had the opportunity to thank him for being so passionate, because when I talk about history and the things that I know about history, I be passionate. And his reference was about the election, for presidential election, right? It's second period. I'm a teenager. Not really wanting to be in this class, because what am I still here for? This is my mindset. So I'm looking, he's like, oh, do you know why electoral college was created? And I'm looking, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I thought, but I didn't give a damn. That was my thought process, like straight up. That was my thought process as this teenager sitting in his class. He said, so the American people won't make a mistake on electing the president.
Hey, Malik.
I had no clue. Yeah. I had no clue on what he was meaning. But when Bush got elected, the second Bush got elected
I'm
the
gonna have
first
my
time.
cousin. I'm gonna have my cousin
What's up? What's up?
join us one of these days and talk. This my cousin. This my cousin Rashid. I mean, I said Rashid, but it's my cousin Rashid, man,
Yeah.
on my dad's
Peace,
side.
peace, peace,
Yeah, you see, he
peace,
rocking.
peace.
He got the tunic on and the whole nine, man, the whole nine.
Yeah.
So he into the culture, man. He into the science, he into holistic healing. So we gonna let him come on there and talk to us, man, and lead us one of these days whenever he ready, man. I just wanted to share a picture of my cousin, man.
Gratitude, gratitude,
Yep, 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 yep.
gratitude. So the teacher, he had a place in my life, right? And I got to come back and thank him. And he's one of the reasons. And I had another teacher, a history teacher. He was like, how history is really important. He was like, there are like three things that are important. You got to learn how to read and write, right, which is English. Then you got to know how to do math, right? And math leads to science, right? Science still has English and reading and writing in it, right? And he said you got to learn history, and I was like, history, but he was right. He was really, really right because you got to know where you come from now to know where you're going or what you need to correct. Because if it's not broke, don't fix it or don't change it because there's no reason it's still working. It's like saying, oh, the wheels on the car, they're tires, they go around, but we can make some new ones. But ain't nothing wrong with the ones you got. So don't fix something that's not broke. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that was my process in getting to where I and that opened up my mind at that moment. And ever since then, I've been open to learning. I talked to some people at work the other day, and it was like, "Oh, you're Dr. Reed," because I was just really breaking down things that I know that have actually helped me personally. I'm not talking about things that don't help. I'm talking about things that have helped me personally when it comes to eating right and exercising and taking care of me and my mentals. I just shared that with some of my coworkers, and the lady was like, "Oh, you're Dr. Reed. Oh, no, you're this." And I just started cracking up because she was saying it out of love. She wasn't saying to be malicious. And so I thought that was pretty unique. And there was a time when I was at work where I was mad. I was going to work mad. I don't know why. Just mad to get up, mad to go to work. And I was reading this book. I think it was by T.D. Jakes or John C. Maxwell. I can't remember. And I think it was Make Today Count. No, it was Before You Do. So it was a T.D. Jakes book, Before You Do, and it's talking about cleaning junk out your trunk, right? And so that was one aspect of you got stuff in your trunk that you actually need to clean out that you don't even use no more. Almost like your closet. Noah Barclay had told me this. If you ain't worn it in 6 months, get it out your closet because you're not supposed to wear it. And I took that and applied that analogy to my life. And the other part of that T.D. Jakes book, he was saying, hey, if you are mad when you go to work, it's you. I was like, what? Huh? I'm mad. Let me read that again. It really spoke to my spirit. It wasn't there was nobody behind me, but this is what my reaction was. Like, who is he talking to? And so I took the time, I assessed myself, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do this work right here because that's what I can do. So I started waking up with a better attitude, and that has manifested it into me loving more on myself and being an example to other people and being just positive energy to other people. I get people come and ask me questions and comfortable talking to me, and they've always been that way. But it's on a higher level of understanding because I have a more understanding of myself and how to deal with things in life and how to process information. I ain't saying I got all the answers. I only have answers for what I do know that I have answers for. For the ones I don't, I can't give you any. So, and I'll be okay with telling you that I don't know. So, it's just been an honor to be a part of this and to be associated with these brothers, most definitely, and to be a part of this beautiful growth as we continue to go to the higher echelons in life, mentally, spiritually, and physically, internal, external, esoteric, and exoteric. If you want to learn what all that means, you'll come to class. But and you'll come and join Sunday school, and you'll come to the Adapt class. Today is just one of those days that we just want to sit and talk. We have more brothers, but sometimes life be life, and sometimes we're not here because we have other things to do in life, and that's okay. But we record these events that we do every Saturday and Sunday, so that you can come and acquire. Hopefully that you'll come join the class and be a part of what we're doing. And this is helping men, women, and children correct themselves, right? Um, so the science is really for you, for your internal happiness, which will spew out externally, right? So internal to external. So work within, because the only face to find God, Allah, is in the heart. So that's internal, right? Because you can't see your heart. You know it's there, but you can't see it unless they cut you open and pull it out. But you ain't gonna be able to see it then because you're gonna be dead. So you got to work from within. You got to really work from within. Everything you put in your mouth affects you internally, and then it comes out externally. And like alcohol, right? Alcohol, we read out of IDMR, talks about alcoholism. Alcohol is nothing if it's just sitting in the jar at all. It's nothing. It does nothing. It does nothing for you if it's just sitting in the jar. But as soon as you ingest it, it affects you internally. Then from with internally, as your body's processing it, then it affects you externally. Right? Because if you drank it, it didn't affect you externally. So when the police pull you over, they'd have never told you was drinking. But it does have an effect once you ingest it. Everything has an effect once you take it in the body. Everything has an effect. Now, you got to learn whether it's going to be a positive effect or it's going to be a negative effect, but it's going to be an effect. So be good judgment of yourself and have good judgment of yourself along the way. I'm not saying we're not going to make mistakes and we're not going to stumble, fall, scrape your knees, dust it off, get back up. It's kind of like riding that bike analogy, right? You didn't just hop on a two-wheeler one day. No, you started with training wheels. And then they're both trainers on the ground. Then you kind of let them up to where you wobbling, right? To where you touching both, trying to get that balance. Then you got good at not touching either one. Then you take one training wheel off, right? And then you you get the wobbling. Then you take the second one off. Now you ride two wheels. It's a process, and you get there over time. So I don't think you just supposed to hop on a two-wheeler, ain't never rode a two-wheeler in your life, and you just think you're supposed to hop on and just take off and pop wheelies and jump over ramps and do all of that. But you're not. It's a process. So be open to the process. And all the process that you're going to go through is not going to be what you might want it to be, but it's going to be what you need. So I really don't have a lot for today at all. I just wanted to have a conversation, and I thank people for tapping in. Moso, did you have anything else you wanted to add? Sheik, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Just gratitude to y'all nobles, man, and the empresses, and the growth that we all been, dedicating to what we've been doing, man. Being honorable to what we do and having each other's best interests at heart. That's something I definitely appreciate.
Indeed.
And I mean, we welcome all nobles and empresses to come study with us, work out with us. Get our products. We have clothing, tees, regalia, suits. We one-stop shop with whatever a person needs in their place of elevation and growth. So, just gratitude to the BBT and looking forward to all the things we're doing in the future.
Indeed. There's a lot you can learn here, man. Sheik has shared so much. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. It's overwhelming the plethora of knowledge that he has to offer. And for somebody to go through and study what he studied and to be able to share it ungrudgingly, um, without any prejudice, without any biasness, that speaks volumes of who he is. I'm just honored to be a part of what's to come here. Like I said, it's helped me a lot, most definitely. And there's not been a person that I've met. I'm not saying there's not people out there, but can put together the things the way he does and bring it, and it does it over and over and over and over and over again, just so that people who are here getting the knowledge can actually understand it. Right? Okay, I'm gonna go over this day. Right? Then 3 months later, he gonna go over it again, and he was like, "Oh, that's what he meant." That's happened to me like countless times, just by keep going over, because I retain information most definitely, and I've always retained information. I used to think that I forgot, but I don't forget because the mind never forgets. It says that you don't recall it. So there's always been things that have been stored, like that 20-year-old memory or plus of the history teacher. So when the president got elected, that history moment popped up in my head like that, and I was like, "Oh, this is what he was talking about." You didn't forget. It says you don't recall or you don't remember at that moment. But in that moment, it triggered that thought that remembers. It brought it back to remembrance. So you don't forget, and also the foods that you actually eat will actually help your memory. So you can Google all this stuff. There are foods that actually help your memory and herbs that help your memory so that you can recall. I've gotten a lot better at recalling things in life. And sometimes just give yourself time to wait a minute, hold on. I don't remember what I was talking about. And then you'd be like, oh yeah. This is what I was talking about. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Stay the course. Stay consistent. I was talking to a young lady at work, and she told me she had lost some weight, and I was like, what? How much? And she told me, I was like, dang. I was like, for real? I don't recall seeing her like that. Um, but I just congratulated her and told her, keep up the work, because you're gonna feel good about you. It ain't what everybody else thinks. You got to feel good about you, and be happy with you. So it's a journey, and I wish everybody much gratitude on their journey to health, wealth, right? Spirituality, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. With that, I say Ashe. I say peace and love. With that, we're going to end the Moorish American prayer, and we're going to get up out of here. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. We're going to be back tomorrow for workout at 9. That's West Coast Pacific Standard Time, right? So do things accordingly based on your time frame. So we are the last. Everybody else wakes up before us. So if you're an hour, that means 10. If you 2 hours, that means 11. If you're 3 hours away, that means 12, right? So that's for the workout time, and then we're 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time tomorrow for our Sunday school. Tap in with us. There's a lot you can learn. I know I've learned a lot, and I continue to learn. Put pieces and puzzles together, because there's people out there giving you partial information and not full context, and we're here to help give the full context, with proof, not with how we feel about it. We're going to give the proof. So with that, inshallah, Ashe, peace, 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 love, and gratitude. We're going to hear with the Moorish American prayer. Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is our protector, our guide, and our salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali, Amen, Ashe, Shalom Aleichem, Arish Ar, Inshallah, and Ashe. Peace, 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 peace. Much gratitude, peace, and love.
Peace, peace, Noble.
Peace.